Welcome. And today, we'll dive into the stories and reactions to the post from. This requires a burner titled, "I just saw a lady get tasered for trying to snatch a woman's face mask to give it to her child." Hi, this is Derek. I just put the Drama Llama, Fred, back in his pen so that I can do this quick video for you with some of the stuff that Fred found on Reddit earlier today. Oh boy, let's get ready for some stories. I just saw a lady get tasered for trying to snatch a woman's face mask to give it to her child. I argued with my husband about whether or not to post this because I'm pretty sure this will make the local news. And I didn't want to burn this account just yet. But he won RPS, so here we are. Prepare yourself. This story has layers. We were at the dreaded big box store picking up potting soil. Because we are going to DIY ourselves through isolation. Things aren't crazy here, yet, but there is a 2 per customer limit on a majority of items. I assume this means everything, so we're getting 2 bags each of a few different types of soil. My husband is loading the last of 8 bags on our cart when I hear her. I know it's a Karen just by the level of unnecessary outrage in her voice. "Karen, are you kidding me?" Not a lot of people out here in the garden center, but we all look to her. I was almost disappointed to see she didn't come with the requisite haircut. She actually looked like a frazzled mom, her kid tugging on her hand, and an overfull handbasket of groceries, and I had a moment of, "Girl, I feel you." But darn it, she was pointing at us. "Karen, you can't buy that many. You are hoarding." My husband, "Yeah, we can. We're getting 2 each." Karen, "Oh, you don't fool me. I know what you're doing." My husband, "So do I. F off." Well, Karen huffed at that, spun around, and yanked her kid back inside to go complain to the employee working the register nearby. Now, we already paid for our items, the employee had come out and scanned the bags earlier. And he could easily see our cart from inside. So, being finished, we pushed the cart out of the garden center into the parking lot. And then the automatic doors open behind us, and I hear, "Now they're stealing." Just great. We load the soil in the car and turn around to bring the cart back and look at plants. By the time we get back, Karen has given up on trying to convince the employee. We're the Bonnie and Clyde of dirt, and is now trying to negotiate skipping somebody in line. She has a child, you see, and her handbasket, well, it's just so full and heavy. "Could she please just scooch right on in here real quick and it'll just be an extra second," she swears. The woman Karen is trying to skip is young, maybe college age, and wearing a face mask. Not a medical mask, but the stretchy kind you'd wear while riding a motorcycle or when you're skiing. My husband has just informed me it's a neck gaiter. The mask is black and has like scary wolf teeth on it that honestly made the girl look like somebody you should not F with. Even though she was wearing a Gap t-shirt and flip-flops. Mask girl is just shaking her head no, and that's all I got as we dropped off the cart. I browse, pick up a couple of plants, and we head inside to wait in line. Now it's showtime. Karen and Mask girl are near the register facing off, no pun intended. From the looks of things, Mask girl finished her purchase and Karen stopped her before she could leave. I don't know if she grabbed her or anything, but Karen was still holding her full handbasket, so she hadn't checked out yet. Well, she hadn't paid for her groceries yet, because clearly, this woman had checked out. "Karen, but you don't even need it now, you're leaving. My son could get sick because you won't give it to him and he needs it." Mask girl, "Hell no, you can't have it. Back off, lady." Karen, "But my son really likes it and it's obviously made for boys anyway. Why would you even want to wear something so scary?" Mask girl, "Because I like it. And it has my germs on it. Why would you put a stranger's mask on your kid?" Karen, "Oh, why are you being so rude? You wouldn't let us go through the checkout first, and now you're making my son very upset." Mask girl, "Your problem, not mine." And then Mask girl turns to leave, while Karen manifests the biggest balls ever, and grabs Mask girl by the back of her mask. Let me make a side note here. When all of this is going down, we're all just standing in line and watching. The register is still going boop, 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 as the employee scans items, but otherwise, we are all just inside this hypnotic bubble. But when Karen reached out towards Mask girl, it was like the bubble popped and made everything crystal clear. Not slow-mo or anything, but I absolutely felt hyper-aware like Spider-Man. Karen reaches out, people on both sides of me inhale loudly. Karen grabs the mask and yanks, a lady on my right yells, and my husband steps forward. Masked girl tucks her head down, and she turns to Karen like a pissed off bull with a bright and shiny new target. I think Karen was going to say something like, "Don't walk away from me" or something. But all she got out was "don't." I looked around because the noise was so loud. I figured the roof was about to cave in, but out of the corner of my eye, I see Karen spasm and drop to the floor writhing. Little Miss Masked Girl had an effing taser. I don't know when she pulled it out, this tiny little flashlight looking thing, but she laid Karen out with it. And not one of us moved for what felt like forever, like we were frozen. And then it was effing bedlam. Security guard shows up, more employees show up. Masked Girl is chilling like she's been through this before and knows what comes next. The kid is screaming that the wolf girl killed his mom even though she's groaning and sobbing on the floor. And clearly not dead, but maybe wishing she was. The people that had been in line with us were all talking at once, trying to tell the security guard what happened. We hung around just witnessing the insanity for maybe 2 minutes before Karen started choking out. Demands for an ambulance, the police, a lawyer, the mayor, restitution, and reparations. My husband made eye contact with an employee and got a thumbs up when he put the plants on a shelf and pointed towards the door. We got the F out of there. We drove home in silence until my husband parked the car in our driveway, and then we just burst out laughing. Neither of us has ever seen anything like that before. We live in a small beach town. People are super laid back and mellow. Karen was anything but, and I hope never to see her again. ETA, not sure what the awards mean, but I thank you very much. I made this account to tell a story that happened 25 years ago and blew my shot on a Karen instead. Slowly responding to messages, but to answer a couple of questions, I can't access security footage. I am an unreliable narrator in what Karen's body actually did. I wasn't looking directly at her, but she flailed, fell, and squirmed while groaning. I do not know the difference between a taser and a stun gun. Masked Girl had what looked like a thin baton flashlight. We have very lax taser laws in this state. Thanks for reading, take care of yourselves, and stay safe. What are your thoughts on this? Requires a burner story? Please share in the comments below. Now let's go on to hear how some Reddit members reacted to this story. Mauve Puzzles reacted with, "Masked Girl is a badass. She is the hero Gotham deserves and needs right now." K9 Wolfie reacted with, "Who else is hoping that the Masked Girl appears on Reddit like? Today I tasered an entitled Karen trying to take my face mask." Someone reacted with, "Even though she was wearing a Gap t-shirt and flip-flops. Those are the ones that should really scare you. On the other hand, we all learned how to keep our hands to ourselves in kindergarten. As an adult, we continue to do so, not only because it's the right thing to do, but also because you never know when a biatch might be armed." My Beard is Op reacted with, "I like that chick. Shame there's no video footage of it happening. That would have made my day." Spark Pulse reacted with, "My mom was telling me the other day about how she was carrying pepper spray just in case, when she went to get supplies for her vegetable garden. And now y'all got me worried all over again that she might have to use it. Because if she were in Masked Girl's position, she would too. Lordy. At least Karen forgot about you stealing dirt in a hurry, right?" General A reacted with, "That was satisfying. Hopefully, that put the fear of God into her to not F around with people in a crisis. Or ever, really." Bruce Wayne Imposter reacted with, "People are going to do stupid things as the virus gets worse. Karen is lucky. Masked Girl had a taser. And not a gun." Wafer 2016 reacted with, "I think I'm in love with Masked Girl. Hey, get in line, buddy." Well, there you have it. A perfectly great set of reactions from a bunch of upstanding citizens. Help support this channel by smashing the like and subscribe buttons. And hit that silly little bell as well to ensure you get the latest videos as they come out. Fred is always finding stuff for me to post regularly. So this is Derek signing off. Thanks for watching. Good grief, it sounds like Fred is out of his pen again. He must have found more stories for me to share with you. See you soon.